San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in. San Antonio trailing here. .149 left to play in the first. They grab their own miss. Outside Leonard. They set the pick. Back to Duncan. He dishes it to Leonard.
Not exactly how that was supposed to go, but
Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Screen by Young. Bean passes to Muhammad. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, there's an intimidation factor that comes into play.
Here's Duncan.
Get in there, Tim.
Around and rims out.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Here's Levine, covered by Mills. Young inside. Diao on him. Young's shot is off.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Oh my God!
Minnesota's
you never make those, yo.
From beyond the arc to start the game.
What the fuck you got corner specialists for?
Levine kicks to Young. Pass to Hairston. Tries to snap the cold streak.
Fuck out of here, yo.
Hairston's got 7. Here's Mills.
What you got corner specialists for if you can't
and
make
still
any?
A close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 2. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far in the 10th?
It was really impressive there, guys, in that first quarter. They came out focused right from the beginning.
And, Steve, that's a big part of why they're on top right now.
Mills and Manu at the guards. Boris Diaw is out there with Splitter, and it's Beasley in at the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Beasley's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Spurs.
Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, last season's coach of the year, one of only 3 coaches to win that award 3 times. He's also a 5-time NBA champion as a head coach, and really has been the model for consistency and excellence as a head coach, as a leader of his team in San Antonio. They've won 50 games, 15 consecutive years now, and clearly players are a big part of that, but his leadership and his ability to relate to his team and to get them to be a team is something that will send him right to the Hall of Fame.
I always forget that play.
He feeds it to Mills. Lock at 6. They double him with Drummond. Lets it go. Mills
God. Why did you back up 20 feet?
He's as open as he was there.
And Popovich, the longest tenured NBA coach by
far. Why don't 2 guards around Andre Drummond?
With this San Antonio organization.
Well, he's actually the longest tenured coach in any of the 4 major American sports. And you know, what an incredible run he's had with the Spurs, leading them to a winning record in 17 consecutive seasons. Longest such streak in NBA history.
Beasley. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around.
Oh, no, Butler can't.
Here's Drummond. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the guy you want to see taking too many free throws. Last season, his numbers among the worst in the league.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk. and it lasted all season.
And the Spurs with some changes. Bellinelli comes in for Michael Beasley. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Patty Mills. Kicks it to Ginobili.
Shit. Wrong button.
Out left to the wing.
Why would you pass it there instead of Bellinelli? What the?
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
I'm holding down, but it goes across the court instead of...
Here's Bellinelli. 5 on the clock. The 3. Parker's shot is off.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
It's Ginobili outside. That's good.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Hairston, a screen on Parker. Here's Levine. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. And the Timberwolves lead by 8. Here's Parker. 6 points for him. Dishes it to Ginobili. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Ginobili's got 5 now.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Here's Levine. Covered by Parker. Off the screen. Rejected by Ginobili. There's a screen. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. And another basket for San Antonio.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen. Tony could well be the best point guard penetrator in the game. He's great at finding the seam and getting the ball up and off glass before the shot blocker can recover. And once the ball hits the glass and comes off, it's a no-touch zone for the defender.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Boris Diaw grew up idolizing Magic Johnson and obsessed with passing. And close friend Tony Parker said he didn't care about stats. He was always so unselfish. After being waived
Come on,
by Charlotte,
Parker.
we'll
We'll live with that.
Points, Diaw has found a fit with the Spurs. He said, quote, "It was always the team that made the most sense." Kevin?
No rebound? Thank you.
He had Tony there telling him about their philosophy, Doris. What a great run. What a great run. Thank you. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable.
Oh, that's not who I thought that was.
Splitter dishes to Parker.
Damn, it's not who I thought that was in the corner, yeah.
No good.
And Parker with the quickness to win that race to the rim, and then his great touch, able to use English or just the spin on the ball to drop it in. Even when the defense gets there early, it seems like Parker's able to use
guarding
that
him?
teardrop.
Here's Young. They need this one.
Tried to Debo me, yo. Where you at, Splitter?
It's hauled in by Diaw. Diaw's got 5 rebounds tonight. Parker kicks to Ginobili. Back to Parker. That falls, nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili.
I play my passes and shit.
And it's 8 points for Parker. And for Parker now coming into his 30s, the question, how will his game, so based on speed, Clark, and elusiveness, how will it age?
Well, I think that's a fair question. His game is not as much athleticism as it is those attributes of speed and quickness and elusiveness. I think the elusiveness can hang around for a while. The speed will go. But the fact he's improved as a jump shooter, I think will continue to allow him to be pretty good at getting to the rim.
Minnesota calls timeout. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And Of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back out of the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical. It's been fast. It's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
Here's what San Antonio is going with right now.
I'm just sitting there trying to let you post me up, and he's not letting it happen.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up.
Well, you knew that Andre Drummond was oozing with potential, but that P word, potential, you know, can quite often be as much of a curse as it is a boon, but he just blossomed.
Whoa.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, with the way he moves around the floor at his size, you had to know that if he started to put it all together, he would be a game-changing talent, and he showed flashes of that and made a big leap last season.
And it's Iguodala missing. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 14-2 run here. Back to Parker.
Oh, back up. Man.
Manu Ginobili on the wing. Shoots from the line. Here's Bynum.
Finally, so
soft, yeah. One more at the free throw line.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. And they've been winning that battle.
Well, it wasn't too long ago. We can remember Andrew Bynum being one of the best centers in the entire league. Steve, after his knee injuries, he just doesn't look the same.
Yeah, it's a shame, Kevin, and it happens periodically with big men. You know, they're carrying so much more weight that you worry about those feet and ankles and knees. It's too bad because Bynum was really coming into his own when he went down with the injuries.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for the Timberwolves. Jennings comes in for Levine. Timberwolves trailed by 6. There's the pick. Parker against Jennings.
With Bynum, he actually said that he feels like a shell of himself when he first returned to play last year. Couldn't have been easy for him, and he questioned if he'll ever get his explosiveness back. Ever. His knee's really in a bad way.
And it's San Antonio with another.
Well, that ragged first quarter offensively, they're finally picking up some ground here in the second.
And you know, Steve, we talk about it all the time. Basketball, especially the NBA game, a game of runs. Their offense right now on an uptick.
Oh, why don't you pass him the ball for real?
Size and skill set
oh my God!
Center in the league, it won't be easy. He'll have to make a lot of
adjustments.
adjustments.
Fucking floated right to them.
Teach his size and touch.
Here's Dang. He's guarded by Bynum.
Yeah, good move.
Good, and the Spurs lead
that was a tough shot.
Down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Jang.
I'm really mad at that.
And the Spurs with possession.
Always happen.
They're on a 19-4 run. Parker kicks to Beasley.
Yo, you gotta respect Beasley's jumper, dog. Don't be disrespectful.
Out to the right wing. Bellinelli with the 3.
Ooh, he got lucky there.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Now Jennings. There's the dish to Iguodala. Off the pick. Up off the screen.
Well, that's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set, did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
Beasley, the best to Ginobili. Kicks it out to Beasley.
Wow. Okay.
5 to shoot. Ginobili gets a wide open look.
He can't shoot mid.
Rebound by Dang.
That's not his shot there, guys. And whether you play D on him or not, he's usually going to miss that one.
The try
Yo, why did you just fucking leave him?